Hey, good morning, good evening, whatever time you are reaching this video. I'm so glad that you did and it crossed your path. Today I'm going to show you a tool that you can use to level the playing field of the justice system. Most of us know that it is unfair, unequal, it is costly, it's strenuous, it's everything, every negative word you could think of. The justice system in America is pretty rough. I think we can all agree on that. But before I get into all that, I'm going to introduce myself and let you know a little bit about me, just so you know that I do have experience navigating the justice system and I'm not just out here preaching something that I know nothing about. But my name is Destiny. I am a 28-year-old. I recently took a correctional officer to federal court with no legal education, by the way. And what happened was a family member of mine was beaten by a correctional officer while he was being detained. He had not been convicted of anything yet. And the incident is actually over his own law-given free time. But they wanted him to pick up trays. He did not want to do that. He wanted to take a shower. They allowed him to leave his cell to go take the shower. And then when he got in the shower, a guard met him there and beat him pretty severely while he was naked and wet. He could not walk when they were done. They had to carry him out of there. So, long story short, it took 4 years of battling. I tried to get a lawyer to pick up the case. It's cut and dry. Everything was on camera. You'd think, they'd want to pick it up, but actually, they didn't. Because no one wants to take the police in their city to court because, they still want to work there and have good relations with them. So even though, getting justice would be cut and dry, it wasn't. And they tell me, oh, it's a great case, don't let it go. But for one reason or another, they could not help me. So I pulled up my bootstraps and I got in there and I Googled and looked up stuff and I started filing motions on his behalf and we won. Believe it or not, after 4 long years, we did win. And it was very impressed, was very proud of that moment in my life, but it opened my eyes to what the real process is, what it's really like, and how grotesquely unequal that it is. So, thank God, without further ado, I will explain to you and show you a thing that I found. I wish I had found 4 years ago. But something that has absolutely changed my life and how I look at the justice system and how I know I can get it to work for me. Okay? All right. Okay, let's get into it. Do you know what's really legal? At a traffic stop, do you know if you're the passenger, if you have to identify yourself or not? Do you know if you're the driver, when you should and shouldn't consent to a car search? As far as the deposit on the house you're renting, do you know for 100% fact you're going to get that deposit back? With contracts, do you know with this real estate, is there a back door where the owner of the house can, double cross you? Is there, there's so much that goes into the fine print. They say the bold print giveth and the fine print taketh away. So are you sure, when you go to errands and, get some furniture, do you really know what you're signing? But, thousands of people sign it, probably every day across the country, not knowing what's what, but we do it because other people do it. And it shouldn't be that bad because other people do it. No. You don't, 9 times out of 10, you don't really know what you're signing. Did you even read it? A lot of people aren't even reading contracts, believe it or not. So nursing homes, schools. These are places that your family goes and they are supervised by other people. Believe it or not, anything and everything they do is a legal matter, because one wrong step or one wrong protocol, and it could be their life, their well-being. You know, all these things are legal issues. And do you know your rights in every single one of them? These are things, while you're going through this video, I want you to think about, because the law is everywhere. The law of the land, it's everywhere. It surrounds us. We live in it every day, passively, and a lot of us don't even realize. If you go to a restaurant and there you find a hair or a roach, guess what? And they don't want to give you your money back. That's a legal issue. And I mean, I hate to, be that person. I'm definitely not a Karen by any means. But, when people aren't taking you seriously enough and they're taking advantage of you for their own gain, I have no problems pulling in, everything, every tool and resource that I can to combat that, because I don't take advantage of people and I don't want people to take advantage of me. Okay, next slide. Okay, so I'm not going to read the slide because you guys can read, and I'll give you a moment to do that in just a second. All it is showing you that there is a justice gap, and it has literally these days nothing to do with your race, your social class, your financial class, because unless you are the top earners of the nation, you will still have problems obtaining proper legal help. And that's just the way it is. It's because justice in America is green, and the more green you got, the more that you will be able to afford. And I hate that it's that way. I hope in the future that changes, but at this point in time, that's literally what it is. So before I give you that moment that I promised you to read all this, I would like to say that I made this PowerPoint for I call her my public speaking therapist, but she's actually a public speaking coach. I will leave her information in the description box. She is amazing. Her name is Renee, and when I met her, honey, introducing myself, just my name, in a room of 10 people made me want to throw up my lunch and pass out. Now, after doing her course, I could do this presentation in front of 100 to 500 people, and I will still be nervous, but I will not fall out on the floor for sure. I know I can get through it, and get through it good, well. So that's a total shout out to her, and she does virtual meetings over Zoom. So if that's something that you struggle with, I highly suggest reaching out to her. She's super affordable, and she's absolutely wonderful. I love her. So now, without further ado, here is those moments to read over the slide. So, if you have ever went through the justice system by yourself, you are probably familiar with these feelings listed on the right. Now, there's something you need to know. Do not feel bad, by the way, about feeling any of these things. Trust and believe every lawyer and every judge and every clerk of court in the courtroom knows that you are all of these things without an attorney. They know you're confused. You want to know why? Well, when I was going through those motions, I discovered the way they have written the law and the words they decided to use, they didn't want regular people to understand it anyway. Okay? I'm here to tell you that right now, because reading the actual laws, you've got to Google several words in there. I'm just keeping it real. It is confusing. They know you're vulnerable and they know you're stressed because you're confused, and you're positioned to lose because you are stressed, confused, and which makes you frustrated and hopeless. And in the end, you do get taken advantage of because they know you're lost. Okay? It's not a secret. You know you're lost. They know you're lost. Everybody knows you're lost. But it's not their job to make you unlost, if that makes sense. And they're not 9 times out of 10 going to go out of their way to do that for you, because that's just the nature of the courtroom. So that is exactly what it feels like. And I could have put more on here, to be honest. I just, you get the point. You get the point. It is very stressful, very hard, and that's probably why you're here today, because you want to know how. I'm going to tell you how right now. This is how Legalshield saves the day. The first thing they're going to give you is unlimited legal advice on an unlimited amount of topics. This is huge, because if I get pulled over and I want to know, is it legal for them to search my car right now? I can call my attorney and find that information out. I don't have to wonder or go through the motions. Even if there's nothing in my car, I don't want to do that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if I don't have to, I don't want to. And I shouldn't be made to. 24/7 emergency access. This right here is my number one favorite part of Legalshield, because if I'm being detained, instead of, calling my mom or a friend to, I don't even know, get my car or whatever, come get me, I have a lawyer that I can call, because anything you say can and most definitely will be used against you in the court of law. And so an attorney right there in the moment will probably save you so much grief that you didn't even know you were going to have, because, you're probably innocent. Well, even if you're not. No, that's horrible to say, but whether you're innocent or whether you're guilty, okay, having a lawyer right there to speak with the police versus you speaking with the police will absolutely give you a more positive outcome, okay? Oh my gosh, okay. Family and domestic cases, after 90 days of having the service, they're covered. Traffic court, what is that? What is traffic court? I don't do that no more. I get a ticket, I take a picture, I send it through to my lawyers, and they handle it, and I don't go to court. That's just not what I do. It's just one of the perks of being with a team. Will preparation. If you've ever done your will or know someone who has, it can cost, upwards of $1,500 to get one. This is included with your membership. If you need help with immigration, criminal, civil, landlord, tenant, if an airline doesn't want to give you your money back, you have help. You have somebody who will write a letter or call on your behalf and say, hey, this isn't right. We'd like for you to fix this. And, you can say that all day till you're blue in the face, but let a lawyer with a beautiful little lawyer header on their letter send that in. Okay, and watch what happens. It sets a whole new tone on the situation. I absolutely adore this product. I feel like it is revolutionary, and it is going to level the field and get things back right. You know what I'm saying? Because it's a lot of taking advantage going on, and I think that this is going to end a lot of that over time. Once they see, people are protected. They actually are legally protected. Oh, they actually do know their rights. And if they don't know the rights, they know they can find out real fast. I think that is going to stop a lot of corruption in our justice system. Okay, so what does Legal Shield give you? Legal Shield gives you an affordable peace of mind. Okay, this service you would think is like $100 a month. It sure ain't. It sure ain't. It is $29.99. Okay, you cannot beat that with a stick. You couldn't beat it with a log. Okay, they are giving you confidence to handle all of your situations. Empowerment. Do you know how empowering it is for me now having this service? Knowing that if I need to step in that courtroom, I am not going to be as lost as a pig in a hailstorm. I'm going to have direction, I'm going to have knowledge, and I'm going to know what I need to do. You do get protection because, like I said, when you get pulled over and you don't really know what your rights are, boy, it puts a whole new perspective, on dealing with the police. Control of your freedom. It gives you a sense of security that I didn't even know existed, to be honest, until I got into it. Priceless knowledge because, like I said, these attorneys now, mind you, they're not, Bob and Joe who just barely scrape by. These lawyers have at least a 20-year, what is it called? Sorry, y'all just went blank. But basically, been in business for a minute, okay? At least 2 decades under the belt. This is like the best legal muscle you can buy. And so a lot of people are like, well, how is it so cheap? How is it so cheap? Y'all, it is just like Sam's, okay? It's the power of buying in bulk. What happens is we are all part of a collective, and they pay certain law firms a monthly fee to handle all of our cases. Now that monthly fee is, anywhere from a couple $100,000 to a couple million a month. So when they see you calling, it's not, oh, this is a little $29.99. No, this is part of the 5 million. We got to answer this because we need this. So, and they have, checks and balances to make sure that you are being responded to. Matter of fact, if they don't respond to you in the amount of time that they're supposed to, which is 4 business hours, by the way, the law office will get a write-up. So it is such a great program. I love the education of it. I love the peace of mind. Oh my gosh, the peace of mind is where it's at for me. I will always have this. I will always have it. Even though I plan on going to law school, I will probably still have this just because I don't feel like dealing with traffic tickets and everything else. So, yes, this is what you are receiving from Legal Shield. And it's a lot, especially for $29.99. Actually, I think it's $29.95. I don't know. It's less than $30, okay? Less than $1 a day. You and your family, your loved one, you do not have to be married, but, your spouse, whoever you're with, your children, everyone's covered. So that is why I absolutely have fallen in love with this tool, this product, this revolutionary gold. It's gold because it's putting an end to a lot of unfairness and a lot of corruption that has been going on way too long. Okay, I'm not going to read this slide either because you guys can read. But it's just going over what we just talked about. I hope and pray all of you got something out of this and can see how this can change your life and your legal situations for the better. Because it's really rough out there. And I've heard stories, of other people's legal help and legal struggles. And it's my goal to show this to everybody literally everybody, because I do want to stop just where we're going, or where we've been in the justice system has been so backwards. It's been so backwards. I just want to make it go forward, and I feel like this tool, this resource is just the vehicle that can get people the protection that they need, that they can afford, without, jeopardizing everything they love. I mean, this app is protecting my future. It's protecting me. It's will protect your business. I mean, you couldn't ask, like, I literally could not ask for a better legal resource other than a free attorney by my side every step of the day. That's the only way that this could get better. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed it. I'm going to let you read over this recap. And yeah, in order to sign up, I'm going to leave my link in the description as well. You just click the link and pick the package that you need. I will probably come back and do another video, because there's more than just the legal side of it. There's other things, but this one is what I think is the most important, needed in today's society, is the legal part. So I started with that, but I will definitely leave my link. It's literally it's top of the page, you click again, and you sign up. You download the app, and they'll send you an email within 24 hours, and boom, bada bing, you're in. Thank you guys for watching this video. I know it will help some people. It has definitely helped me, beyond my wildest dreams. I'm so excited to be able to share it with you guys. The link to sign up is in the description. You can go there and get more information and sign up for the things you need. I will also leave my contact information. So if you have questions, you can shoot me an email, and I can help you get the best package for you, because there's other things. So if you're confused, just send me an email, and I will definitely get back to you and get you set up properly.
So here's what it looks like when you go online, and the $29.95 legal plan protects you, your spouse, and your children up to age 26. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching, and let me know if you need any help.